What's up, guys? This is Sweet Football here, bringing you episode 3 of my Let's Talk Football. This is going to be the first episode of 2 today. I've got a couple of topics I want to talk about. The one that I do later will not be as long because I don't have too much to say on that topic, but I just want to cover it, because it's a fairly big thing at the moment. As always, check the link in the description for my gaming channel if that interests you. Not gonna, rabbit on about that for too long. If you like gaming, you like FIFA, go down there. But let's move on with the video then. The first topic for today is this is gonna be my first sort of rant of the whole series, because I haven't really ranted yet. I've just given an opinion in a pretty calm way. But I think it's rant time, and my topic of ranting is Chelsea v Man U. I'm going to cover both games in one episode. I should have got this done yesterday. I had some problems, kind of felt ill, and I didn't want to get on the webcam when I felt ill, so I apologise for that. But I'm going to talk about that today. And I want to talk a little bit about Chelsea and my opinions on Chelsea, and where they need to improve. But first, let's go to the weekend match, which I'm not going to say too much on, because obviously it was a while ago and I can't remember too much of it. But let's start with David Luiz. On the weekend match, he disappointed me so much, and I personally think Chelsea came out the block so slow. But if David Luiz were Terry, I don't think we would have conceded those first 2 goals. I honestly don't. I think we were, unfortunate in the first goal, and in the second goal, it was David Luiz wasn't marking. He was, let's give the best forward in the Prem at the moment a free run at the near post. What are you playing at? And he was also to blame for the Hernandez goal. What's he doing? He just dribbles out from the defence, gets tackled, and they play it through to Hernandez. It was stupid. That game, I'm obviously exaggerating here, but that game made me want to cry at times. It was horrible and really painful to watch. I haven't seen a Chelsea performance, well, from the first 20 minutes, haven't seen a Chelsea performance that bad for a very, very long time. And we were poor. We were poor and cheated, I want to say, because I have no complaints about the Ivanovic one. The Ivanovic red card was justified. If you look in the rule book, deny a goal scoring opportunity, it's a straight red. Nothing wrong with that. It was clumsy, and he deserved the red card. But on the Torres one, okay, people are saying, that the first challenge on Cleverley should have been straight red. I kind of disagree with that. If you watch the footage, he tries to pull his leg back out the way late onto the tackle to try and make less contact with Cleverley. So I think, in all fairness, that one was a yellow card. And obviously the second one, I don't agree with it. I think, if you watch the footage back, and there's loads of pictures showing clearly that there was contact, and people are saying, well, there was contact, but not enough to make you go down. Well, let me bring another scenario up then. Ashley Young last season against QPR, everyone called him a diver. United fans said, well, you know what? He didn't dive. There was contact. He was getting pulled back. But, yeah, okay, he went down easily, but he won us a penalty. There was contact. It was a foul. So, therefore, Torres, there was contact. It was a foul. He went down easily to win the free kick. That's what football is now. If there's contact, it's a free kick. And obviously, if you're watching the game a couple of days ago, Chelsea Man U, and they said that Johnny Evans hasn't made a foul in like 400 minutes of football this season. Well, that is why. That is why, because he fouled Fernando Torres. And I want to take you back to the Liverpool game where he and Jonjo Shelvey went in for a pretty hard tackle together, and Jonjo Shelvey suffered a red card. He got given a red card when, at the end of the day, they both went in hard, and Johnny Evans had both feet off the ground, so therefore his tackle was worse. The only reason Jonjo Shelvey got sent off was because Johnny Evans was rolling around on the ground and came off worse. I can... Oh, it was so painful to watch at the end of the day. And Hernandez's last goal was offside. The little guy, he's so punishing. I don't like him, but give all credit to him. He's always in the right places. And when the likes of David Luiz are on the pitch, he's going to exploit the space. And there's nothing we can do about that. And offside goals have happened before. People refer to the Drogba one that they say won us the title a few years back. But, you know, there's a lot of other games in the league. They could have made it back up, United. And I'm sure they lost other games that maybe they should have played better. But and now I'm going to talk... Well, let's just reveal what the video later is going to be about. It's going to be me sort of reviewing the whole Mark Clattenburg thing. So I'm not going to go into that in this video, because I'm going to go into it in depth in the later one. But let's move on to Wednesday. Ooh. When we were the better side, I want to say, up to the Giggs goal. And once again, it's Chelsea being lazy. It's Chelsea making mistakes. We're not Barcelona. Whatever Roman Abramovich has to say, we're not Barcelona. And Oriol Romeu, you know, he came from Barcelona. He's not Barcelona worthy, and you don't... He had 4 people on him instantly. Big credit to United. They swarmed him. And obviously the main one who made the tackle was Anderson, who had a great night, which, you know, doesn't happen very often. But, you know, they swarmed him and they won the ball, and Giggs, to his credit, made a great finish. And they didn't deserve it, but kind of did when Chelsea make that sort of mistake. They deserved to score just to sort of whip us into shape a bit. And then obviously we hit back with one of, I want to say 3 penalties, but I know we only got 2. But I'll talk about that later. And Moses started the game really brightly, looked like the shining light for Chelsea. No one else was really inspirational at all. And he jinxed past the defender. It's a great bit of play, stuff we saw him doing week in, week out at Wigan. And it was a penalty. And a great finish, David Luiz, you know. Powers at home. These are the moments that make me want to say, wow, you're a great defender, David Luiz, you're a great footballer. But no, I honestly wouldn't mind if he left in January and we brought someone else in. And one thing that I've brought up a lot of times with my mates is, you know, we had Terry and Alex, and they were such a well-disciplined, solid back two, that did so much for the team. And, you know, I don't see where AVB's thought track was when they sold Alex. I honestly don't see it. Alex was a top quality defender, very well disciplined, and was always in the right place, and such a good tackler as well. And him and Terry complemented each other perfectly, and I didn't see why we sold him. I know he was getting old, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have aging Alex than reckless Luiz. And it was a silly mistake to sell Alex, and I think Gary Cahill's close to Alex, but not Alex. And as you can tell, I'm a big fan of the man. And you know, I was annoyed at the time, and seeing David Luiz's performances now, I am even more annoyed. But yeah, I'll stop hating on David Luiz for a minute. And obviously, I want to talk about the other penalty decisions. The Matt Keane handball. That was a handball, you know. His hand was out there. What can you say? Your hand's up, you block across. Could have scored from that. That's a handball, that's a penalty. But, you know, I think Lee Mason on the night did a very good job, and that was just one of mistakes. The Ramirez penalty. Ramirez is about to pull the trigger. Scott Woodson just barges into him. And that's a hands-down penalty, and my legs were shaking at this point. I was sitting there, I was like, do I want to watch? Do I want to watch Hazard? Yes, fuck yes, he's done it. And I was really unsteady after that, but so happy. Couldn't take being beaten by United at Stamford Bridge twice in a week. Anyone but United. And then, from then on after, you know, I think Scott Woodson and Matt Keane showed their inexperience. Obviously, granted Sturridge a goal, who was bad on the night. And I think we deserved the win at the end of the day. After we ironed out some of the silly mistakes that we made, we were the better side. So, credit to Chelsea on that one. Talk about a couple of people who maybe had a point to prove in this game, and one did, one didn't. Nani and Anderson. I was in a live stream before the game. Well, I wasn't in it, but I was watching it. King EPL, go and check out his channel. And they were talking about Nani a lot and talking about how his form is so bad. And I have to agree. And I know he scored and it was a great bit of play, but I think on the night, Victor Moses was the better player. He played a lot better than Nani, and think about, how people view the two players, the difference in standard people view them. And Nani's not at it at the moment, and clubs are interested. And if I was United, I'd cut him loose. I'd cut him loose. They could pick up 20 mil for him, and he can go have fun elsewhere. But on the other hand, credit to Anderson. He was vibrant and top world class in that game. He ran the show. Too bad he couldn't make it out to the end, but he doesn't play a lot of football, so it's difficult for him to make it out to the end every time. But great credit to him. He really was top quality, and I think he needs to play a bit more to build himself up. And in terms of the rest of the United team, I think there was some good performers and some bad performers, and I think at the end of the day, Fergie made the wrong decision to play Wootton and Keane. I know he was resting Evans and Ferdinand because he has no other centre backs, but I would have put Evans or Ferdinand in for the game and risked an injury because at the end of the day we're in the quarter-final, United aren't, and we're going to beat Leeds and we're going to go all the way to Wembley and we're going to win this thing. Okay, we're going to win this thing. Chelsea are going to win the League Cup. Yeah, that's my bet. They're going to win the League Cup. I don't see anyone else who can get close to us. So, if you want to leave a like, comments, comment on my opinion. It's been great the amount of comments I've been getting on my other two videos, and I'm really thankful for that. And as always, go check out my gaming channel if that's what interests you. And look out for the next video, which will be out later today. Goodbye.